रिसेंटली मतलब कंटिन्यूसली यहाँ पे मतलब हॉस्पिटल में लाइट बहुत बार आना जाना हो रहा है। अभी जस्ट भी हुआ है।
1 घंटा भी 1 मिनट भी लाइन नहीं रहने से थोड़ा बहुत प्रॉब्लम हो जाता है।
मैं बोले तो क्लास में अगर लाइट चला जाता तो वहाँ पे बहुत अभी समर चल रहा है तो क्लास में बहुत गर्मी के कारण पूरा फोकस नहीं जा पाता।
With the advent of monsoon and heavy rainfall, we have seen that there has been a constant power shortages and power cuts in the past few days in Itanagar capital region. These power cuts are affecting the daily lives of people in emergency services like in medical field and to students going and attending colleges and schools as well. And it is also affecting the daily businesses in Itanagar capital region. This trend of power cut and power shortages is seen not only this year in this summer season, in this monsoon, but this trend has also been seen in the past years as well. And then there is a very strong factor of scorching summer heat as well.
यहाँ पे बहुत जगह में मोबाइल का नेटवर्क नहीं आता है तो वहाँ पे लोग वाईफाई लगाते हैं तो वाईफाई भी इलेक्ट्रिसिटी से चलता है। तो जब नेटवर्क नहीं आता है वो टाइम पे अगर लाइट चला गया मतलब वाईफाई भी चला जाएगा तो वो टाइम में नेटवर्क का बहुत इशू होता है। तो हम लोग गूगल वगैरह में कुछ सर्च नहीं कर पाता ऊपर। और उसके बाद क्लास में बोले तो क्लास में अगर लाइट चला जाता तो वहाँ पे बहुत अभी समर चल रहा है तो क्लास में बहुत गर्मी के कारण पूरा फोकस नहीं जा पाता। मतलब ठीक ठाक है, पढ़ लेता है, समझ में आता है, मगर पूरा फोकस नहीं जा पाता। तो वही लाइट आता है जाता है, ये बहुत दिन से यही चल रहा है तो ये ठीक नहीं है। कुछ तो इम्पैक्ट कर रहा है ये
को। मतलब इलेक्ट्रिसिटी नहीं होने से हम लोग फिर मतलब अलग अलग इशू भी होता है घर का। तो फिर अगर स्कूल का बात करने से उसमें अगर लाइट नहीं होता है तो हम लोग पढ़ने में थोड़ा वो होता है, मतलब तकलीफ होता है। आजकल गर्म ऐसे भी दिन हो गया तो मतलब बहुत गर्म होता है, इसलिए वही
मतलब मेडिकल स्टाफ ना यहाँ पे हम देखा है, मतलब हम लोग तो जितना भी हो सकेगा मतलब पेशेंट को ही हम लोग मतलब उसका लाइफ को सेविंग्स के लिए मतलब हम लोग करता है। तो ना मतलब कंटिन्यूसली यहाँ पे मतलब हॉस्पिटल में लाइट बहुत बार आना जाना हो रहा है। अभी जस्ट भी हुआ है तो हम लोग को यहाँ पे बहुत सा सीरियस पेशेंट भी आता है जिसका वजह से मतलब हम लोग को जैसे कि अगर सीरियस पेशेंट आ गया, कट इंजरी वगैरह आ गया या फिर हेड इंजरी आ गया तो उसमें बिना लाइट का हम लोग स्टिच करना बहुत सा प्रॉब्लम हो जाता है। इसलिए गवर्नमेंट से यही हम मतलब रिक्वेस्ट करता है कि मीन्स लाइट में मतलब थोड़ा सा आप लोग ध्यान देने से हम लोग बहुत मतलब थैंक्स होगा उसके लिए।
इतना करेंट नहीं आने से, लाइन नहीं देने से इतना प्रॉब्लम होता है तो पेशेंट वाला तो या तो और भी प्रॉब्लम होगा, क्योंकि कभी ऑपरेशन करता है कोई लोग अल्ट्रासाउंड करता है, MRI करता है, उस समय लाइन अचानक चला जाने से तो बहुत प्रॉब्लम होगा। बहुत लाइन का बारे में तो बहुत समस्या है। तो हम वही है अभी तो फिलहाल ये 1 महीना से तो थोड़ा लाइन का प्रॉब्लम हो रहा है। तो सरकार करेगा होगा, डिपार्टमेंट भी इसको उन लोग अरेंजमेंट कर रहा होगा।
घर में आपको क्या क्या प्रॉब्लम आती है? फैमिली मेंबर्स होते होंगे।
घर में तो बहुत प्रॉब्लम होता है ऐसे लाइन नहीं आने से ना, क्योंकि यहाँ 2 घंटा 3 घंटा लाइन उन लोग डिपार्टमेंट ने काट देता है, उस समय बहुत प्रॉब्लम होता है, अंधेरा हो जाता है। हम लोग क्योंकि डेली वो कारण यूज हो गया ना, आदत डाल गया ना आदत, तो इसका वजह से अगर 1 घंटा भी 1 मिनट भी लाइन नहीं रहने से थोड़ा बहुत प्रॉब्लम हो जाता है।
Right now, I'm joined in by Engineer Joram Lali, who is the Executive Engineer of Power Itanagar Division. So let's get to know. Let's try to get some answers on why so many power shortages are happening in this past day.
Right now, these power substations, they are overloaded, and because of overloading, and we have to resort some load settings. Not in complete shape, but DT-wise, location-wise. If suppose to avoid that overloading, we resort our load shedding, and because of that load shedding, there are interruptions are happening. That is the reason why the interruptions are there, and this has immediately been caused because of suddenly abrupt shoot up of temperature. So this is the reason that is interruptions are taking place. But we are on the process of stabilizing it, and we are going to connect it to commission and put on operations to one of the substations, that is 33 by 11 kV substations, which is newly constructed, and it is lying behind Raj Bhavan. So hopefully we should overcome this overloading problem by next 7 days, or if possible, we'll try to do it as soon as possible. So this frequent power cut number of cuts will be reduced drastically. But there will be a certain in summer, winter, summer, and during because of hot, and summer because of this monsoon. Sometimes it happens because after it's natural calamities which affects the landslide is affects that, and sometimes some cable burnt is there because of landslides. But this current scenario will be improved drastically.
In coming days, we'll see.
Yeah, coming days. So I said it is a matter of 7 days, and we will improve it, and we are about to put on operations.
Okay, sir. As observed, the voltage levels during the peak in Arunachal, in Itanagar, often remains between 140 to 170, or even lower sometimes, causing inconvenience to the electrical appliances. So has the department adequately estimated the power consumption surge, and also about as a population projection also, sir, if we talk about?
See, when you talk about when the voltage, you are talking about the that is consumer voltage level. You are talking 140, 150. So this every area is not affected by this one. There will be a certain pocket area where voltage such problem occurs. Otherwise, 80%, 90% of the area, 80% of the areas are having a good voltage. Interruption is the issue here. And for that, I think wherever such extra, where some the extraordinary problem comes, I think definitely department is taking care of it. And somewhere where a problem are not informed to the department, as soon as we come to know, we'll do that.
Okay, sir. If we look in Arunachal Pradesh is often referred to as the powerhouse of India, right? And if we look into this fact, there shouldn't be any power supply shortages and also higher tariffs as well, sir.
See, this is, of course, I know Arunachal is having a huge potential, and we are harnessing. For example, you can see we harnessed this Ranga Hydro, and this is 405 megawatt. And recently we commissioned coming, which is 600 megawatt, and similarly the Subansuri is coming up. Then there are many micro mini hydels are put on operations, and there are potentials which are identified and which are surveyed, and if those are harnessed or if those are tapped and put into practicality, I mean the operations, it has a huge chunk of power which can supply we can fulfill the countries, we can play very important role in fulfilling the power requirement. But currently it is not yet fully harnessed. This is one question, this is general question which is everybody knows. But having said that, this regarding why having power, that is powerhouse, after saying that also it is not able to serve, but that is little bit de-linked from the system. Generation at 132 voltage and transmission at 400 circuit, and it is a different method. But that is if your power supply is made available to Itanagar, and if there is a local issues, see, this is linked with the local issues. So regarding tariff, this is a policy matter. So this is it's decided by the State Electricity Regulatory Commission. So this is a matter of policy. I am just taking care of a small part of this is Arunachal Pradesh, which is capital, and that also not the complete capital. I am looking at only Itanagar town. There are the Nahalan town, there is a separate executive. So but, definitely we will have a good time, and but we power department, we accept that we should have all the systems should be stabilized, all the systems should be put into properly by having low voltage. You should eliminate low voltage issues. We should eliminate those areas where causes interruptions. But at the same time, we are a service provider. We also require support from the public, the electric consumers. Number one, we should, our electric installations, wherever it should not be damaged. And because some interruptions are taking, or some difficulties are because of public created nuisance, they will not allow us to put pole. They will just, sometimes they will make it landslide prone area. And because of that also, and another most important thing, This power cut, if all the consumers, they use power judiciously, economically, I mean, whatever they want to use, they want to use, that portion should also be used. But mostly people here, mostly they are not properly metered. That's why they will not bother to reduce the power requirement, because they can consume as per the requirement, but mostly they will just carelessly they'll put switch on everything. And if consumers, public can help us in saving the power, I think it will be helpful for power interruption will be less, and also we can provide power supply. And this is also not only helping the department, and this is also helping themselves, and most importantly they are helping to the government, because you are reducing the power purchase cost. So this is reciprocation is required here, but first place department should do our duty.
This power cut, shortages, voltage fluctuation, we have not seen only this year. Every year we see such issues in Itanagar Capital Region. So can you give us a specific steps and measures that the Power Capital Division has taken in the past years, and also any plans on upgrading such systems?
Improvement is, see, this is power requirement is always grow day by day. It is never stagnant. And according to that, department is wherever required, it is augmented. So I can just simply tell you the last year summer, we didn't have that one power excessive loading, because that time it was a balanced load. But now we are already, it was initiated, there is delay from our end, and now we are going to upgrade the power transformation capacity, that is, which is 33 kV voltage to 11 kV voltage, which 11 kV feeder, it goes to all the areas, location to location. So I think we will overcome this situation soon. And the department always try to improve, and the department has been doing also. And this is, and if completely power is, interruptions is always there and you are not improving, I think that situations doesn't happen, I suppose. And I have been here for many years, and I can see, and we can take care of many problems. But this particular situations, we are taking care of it.
Okay, sir. And if we look at the power department also, we see that we receive many complaints about the maintenance and repair of power infrastructure as well. So how does the department plans to tackle this challenges?
This is, yes, whenever any complaint comes, we attend it and we rectify it, any problems. That is, any power supply issues are informed, we try to reach out and we try to identify the problem technically wherever it is required. And maintenance, asset maintenance, we are taking care of. Our officers are working day and night, and they are trying their best to give the best service. Still the problem comes up because of overloading, that will overcome. And yes, this is it. I think we'll try to continue to do our best service, and we'll try to cater service as much as possible. And there will be, as it is, the Itanagar is, because of unplanned city, because of unplanned construction works, maybe it is residential, maybe it is road, maybe it is anything, maybe it is commercial. Because of that, challenges are coming. Then load growth is not planned. Suddenly people will come up and with a huge chunk of load without informing the department. And this also giving us some challenges, but we have to provide the service. We have to overcome the situations, and we have to get through it.
Recently, in the budget session in 2023-24, a huge chunk of 10 crore approximately was given to the department, specifically to the power department. So, in future days, what can we expect? Any plans, and what can we expect in the improvement of the departments?
See, currently we are now tendering process is on. This is RDSS scheme. So this is already tender is in progress, and from this scheme, I think most of the issues, wherever such issues are coming, maybe voltage problem, maybe transformation, the distribution transformer issues, maybe there is overhead line issues, maybe I think this is revamp distribution sector scheme, which is a government of India's funding, and it is happening all over Arunachal Pradesh in the department. So we, by pro this scheme, I think all issues should be sorted out. And you have asked about that budget announcements. Yes, there is a 10 crore provision is there, and which is initially it was for 20 crore, 10 crore for Itanagar, 10 crore for Nahalagan. So this year they have provided 10 crore for the scheme for the infrastructure or some strengthening. So this time Nahalon is rather worse than Itanagar. So this 10 crore is going to be utilized by Nahalon Electrical. So this time we are not utilizing this 10 crore. This 10 crore will be utilized by Nahalon Electrical Division. So yes, from this also I think Nahalon will have a lot of improvement.
Okay, sir. And from the part of as a consumer, as a electricity consumer, what are the precautions that we can take so that the power department can have less challenges to overcome, like power overloading or voltage fluctuations?
See, here, number one, we would request our electric consumer, that is in particular, and the general public in general. So this is to help to give proper power supply and to stable power supply. We need to have a balance, and we have to have the load that we can provide. And this can be, suppose overloading can always be helped by all the people, that is particularly electric consumers. They can reduce their consumption by using the power economically. I mean, they can utilize the power as much as they require, but most of the times they utilize carelessly, they put on everything and they will not think about power saving. So everybody, if one consumer, if thousands consumers, if they help us to reduce the power by using their their requirement only, I think that the overloading can be avoided in a massive way. So if everyone can be that is citizen, electric consumers who are that is conscious in saving energy. Saving energy for us means saving energy for them also, saving energy for the state also, and saving energy for this any level. So if they can do it, I think this saving energy can be very, very helpful for maintaining stable power supply. This is really important. And currently what is happening here is we are not maximum consumer except prepaid. Prepaid consumer are using judiciously because there is meter and they knows how much consumption is happening per hour, per day, per week, then monthly. But rest of the consumers who are not having energy meter, they don't care anything. They will simply put everything on there just because they don't have a meter. And because of that, unmetered consumers are giving us a lot of problem. And unmetered consumers, even if they consciously save the energy, I think it will be really helpful for the department, and it can help us to maintain the stable power supply. So this is very actually, and this can also be saved if everybody use this energy efficient equipments, maybe lighting bulb, etc., LED bulb, and using energy efficient gadgets. This will also help. So once now currently unmetered consumer, now we are coming up with a smart metering where we will be able to know every consumer's consumptions through remotely by sitting in the office. Smart metering, smart prepaid is a mandatory as per the government of India's policy guidelines, and we are about to upload the tender for smart metering. So once this meter comes, I think our demand should be drastically reduced because everyone will be accountable, and we will be accounting for every consumer.
Thank you so much, sir.